Mid-game here, about 4 minutes left. Purdue leads. What a game against Illinois today. Bounce back from that UCLA. I did not get to watch Purdue UCLA. I was working. I will say this. I said I'd make a Purdue video, right? Said they looked pretty fraudulent with the UCLA loss. Didn't like it. The loss I did watch was against Iowa State. They tried to shoot themselves back into the game. They just ended up shooting themselves into bigger and bigger holes. The ball movement wasn't there. They weren't running good plays. They were taking shots early because of the defense of Iowa State. And they weren't playing their game of basketball. Right now, Braden Smith, man, wheeling and dealing, everybody playing for each other, passing the ball. Ball movement is a must with a team like this that has such talented players 1 through 5. Purdue is doing everything right. The reason I want to come in, with time left is to say all these things because I don't want, if they somehow lose this, which not somehow, it's very possible, me to change my tone and not give credit where it should be due. So let me just say, ball movement's huge. The big men, Clough and Wren, playing very good. Rebounding could be even better. I think there's times they're getting out-rebounded where I'm like, really? But then again, Illinois, obvious tournament team. They're projecting them as a 3 seed right now in the tournament. So this would literally be a 3 versus 2 matchup if it was in the tournament. Feels like a tournament game. So that's why the result of this game does matter because it's like, how are you going to win these big-time games? The UCLA loss hurts, but it's like you're probably not going to play a team like UCLA late in the tournament. And that's obviously where I think Purdue is going to go is later in the tournament. So a game like Illinois is what really, really matters. This is classic Big Ten basketball, tough, gritty. They've given up 42 to this, Wagner guy? He's a beast. And they really can't control him. So if they can start to control him, he has 13 points in the second half. He had 29 in the first. If they could just contain him, they should come out with a win. It's about to come back. That is my little middle of game update. So, yeah, Purdue looking good. We'll see if they can finish, and I will be back after the conclusion to give you my parting thoughts. This is the ball game. Disappointing loss today. I really hated the late game execution here by Purdue. Obviously, a turnover there down 4 or 6 seconds. You just can't have it. You're giving up threes off of easy switches that you just shouldn't be giving up threes on. You don't guard the guy who has 42 and he goes and gets, 4 late points to really solidify the win with free throws and just with a normal shot. They let him get right in the paint. Purdue defensively really, really needs some work. Offensively, again, I did like most of the game. I think they got away from the ball movement that I was mentioning in my, first part of this video. Late, they started shooting 7 to 8 seconds into the shot clock, like after moving past half court. Whenever the ball is in Braden Smith's hand from beginning of the play to the end, meaning he shoots it, right? The possession ends here type of mentality kills this team. If he does that in March, don't expect Purdue to go far at all. I mean, what a disappointing ending from Braden, who for most of this game, especially towards the end of the second half, was playing remarkable. He was super locked in. As we look right here, he's going to take a logo 3, and he will miss it. Yeah, Illinois gets the win here. This is 2 losses in a row for Purdue. This one is not as bad of a loss, obviously, as to UCLA. But, man, this Wagner guy in Illinois is good. But you're going to face guys like Wagner when you get to when you get to March. So this is a disappointing loss for Purdue. First win in Mackey for Illinois since 2020. It's a hard place to win. Purdue losing at home, not a good sign. Smith did go down for like 2 minutes. I don't mean nothing. Bad execution late. Stopped moving the ball late. Went away from the things that were working. And that's really been my issue with Purdue. Honestly, for the last few years, when I watch this team, right, maybe even since the Edey days, other than the year they went to the national championship where it was obvious they fed Edey, they knew their plan. Other than the actual Edey national championship year, I feel like Purdue always goes away from what works. So if they realize what works and they go to it, they can be all right. Today's a bad loss, but there's still signs of a really good team here. And I will say as well, I think Purdue does better in the tournament as a 4 to 5 seed than they do a 1 or a 2. Because you see them lose to lower end teams if they're a 1 or 2 seed because they take it too lightly. So I'd kind of want them to be a 4 or 5 seed, have to play like a, maybe a St. Mary's out of the Western Coast Conference or something like that, and get a really hard test right out the gate to really get them amped up. So maybe it's a good thing to lose this game and have to build, because if you win this game, do you really look at the film and look at the mistakes you made? So that's my take on it. Purdue, you got a lot of work. You are still on fraud watch to me. I said it in yesterday's video, State of the State Purdue. You're on fraud watch. Get it together or else you'll lose in March. All right, peace out.